I know everyone is really interested about collagen. And hi, I would love your questions as we go along. I try to divvy it up into 3 sections. And the number 1 section is just like, what is collagen? So first of all, collagen is what makes up all of our proteins in our body. So I'm excited to learn about collagen too. I'm going to learn from you as well, I hope. So we'll go back and forth. The collagen in our body obviously helps protect us, keeps our skin strong, and our muscles. It's a part of our muscles. It's the biggest type of protein in our body. So what happens over time is we get wear and tear, and we don't produce as much. So we're actually producing a lot more when we're younger. So one of the questions from earlier today was, at what age would you start really looking at your collagen? Well, you know, obviously you shouldn't be consumed with these types of topics, but when you're younger, one of the ways to help support your collagen later on, when you actually aren't producing as much, is to eat well. So unfortunately, we've gone through a time period where our youth, hi Paris, I'll be there next week. We've gone through a time period where we just weren't eating well, right? And even as children, I happened to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, so maybe that's not true, but we still were starting to get inundated with commercials and types of food that was targeted towards children. So it's really important, and I think this day and age people are starting to really look at that we're not listening to those types of messages. Our kids know better, and our kids have really good access to good fruits and vegetables. That is going to help them. You're welcome. That's gonna help them have a better, first of all, a palate for fruits and vegetables. So a lot of children who are raised on not eating that way, it's very foreign to them, and they don't adopt it when they're older, when they start to read about these things as well. And remember, when your body is eating a certain way, it takes a while to get it back on track. You can start eating well, and at first it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want this, I don't want that. And then as you go through the next week, then you want those really good things. It's really interesting how the body changes. Intermittent fasting, that's such a good question. I actually believe in it. I do think it works for a lot of people. If you think about how our bodies were made, we were very much a feast or famine creature, like most creatures out there. So I think it gives your body the ability the whole purpose of it is to kick into ketosis, which actually burns fat. I've seen a lot of people really do well with that. I think it's, people get nervous, I'm gonna eat. It's not, you shouldn't be nervous. Your body's totally fine. You could actually do a lot more than they typically say for fasting. But once your body, again, gets used to it, then you become used to not eating until 2 or however that window of time. But there's a lot of benefits to it. And it's good for the body to not only burn fat, but also to have a break from constant food and those elements and breaking it down and all of that. So anyway, the biggest way to get your body to be not losing collagen as quickly as it could is by eating well, and eating well for a long time, because that builds up in our bodies and our systems. The second question I wanted to is, what actually caused, besides the natural process of aging and losing collagen, what other things cause the loss of collagen? And I'm sure you all probably have a good idea of what the first one is, and that would be sun exposure, right? So we have an interesting dilemma in that sun exposure actually breaks down the skin, free radical damage, breaks down collagen, all of that, but we need vitamin D. Vitamin D is really great for the synthesis of proteins in general. So you need to get your sun, but you need to be careful of sun damage. So there's a very big difference. And you also can, in high periods of sun, wear sunscreen, which would be when it's the most potent in the middle of the day, and or wear long sleeves, wear all of that kind of stuff. Sunblock, obviously. The second one, again, is certain types of food. I'm going to keep going back to that because there's also an element to the gut involved here. The gut actually is lined with collagen. It's really important for the digestive system to have its own element of collagen, to have a healthy barrier from when people get leaky gut and all of those things. And it also, when your gut is healthy, you are able to process vitamins and fruits and all of that stuff a lot better. Instead of getting an upset stomach from fermentation, it will be more supported and break down those fruits and vegetables so that you can actually create your own collagen. That is probably, obviously, I don't know what you all think, but one of the worst ways to damage collagen, especially in this area, any guesses, anyone? I probably won't see in time, but is smoking. So smoking is very bad for the collagen, especially where the smoke comes into play onto the face. Any type of chemical, environmental toxin, again, you're talking about free radical damage, would be extremely bad for your collagen levels. And why do you want collagen? First of all, you obviously want it for plumping. You want it for elasticity. You want it for less lines and wrinkles. On top of your bones and your muscles, you want not to be achy. You want that coverage in the collagen. So there's a lot of benefits. You can get benefits. So how can you boost your collagen? Getting really great questions about food, how food that can actually help produce collagen. Well, one of the interesting things, and I don't know why this came about. So, collagen drinks came about. So first of all, bone broth is amazing for it. Bone broth is really amazing for your actual gut as well. But even, believe it or not, people got really skeptical for a while on supplements, collagen supplements or collagen drinks, but they work. So they've kind of gone through every different angle with them, and they really have a direct correlation to the skin and less lines and wrinkles and all of that. So they were able to confirm you would actually need to get the right kind. There's very bad, cheaply made collagen out there, and then there's healthier ones that are more natural to the body. So you would want to do a little research on that to find out. What else do you think is the most important thing? I was just talking about at the beginning, would be fruits and vegetables. So fruits and vegetables, we need to eat our fruits and vegetables. We need, to make sure that they're well washed and that they're grown the right way. Unfortunately, you got to think that way, but the benefits of them are even greater than once you go through that process of getting there. It's not worth not eating your fruits and vegetables. A, for gut health, back to getting that collagen production in your gut, and B, for really high levels of antioxidants. So part of the tissue breakdown is free radical damage. So when you bring in high levels of antioxidants, even if you bring in the collagen, you bring in there's actually collagen, I had it on my Instagram stories recently that had antioxidants in with it, which would be amazing to do that combination. You kind of check a couple boxes. But the fruits and vegetables also give you all the fiber and give you all the benefits of beyond just the antioxidant benefit. But antioxidants will reverse damage. So that is one great way to get them, is through your fruits and vegetables. Hyaluronic acid, I just said that. Collagen supplements are worth taking. You need to really make sure they've done their research every which way. And it's really good for lining the gut. Therefore, you can process more, but also really good for fine lines and wrinkles. Believe it or not, they've done the studies and there is a direct correlation. So we can all go back to drinking our collagen drinks, but hyaluronic acid is really an interesting one too, because there's many different, I can do another one on hyaluronic acids and what to look for. But hyaluronic acids are basically linked to wound healing. So yes, you're welcome. If you put them in, it has to be the right kind. So there's a lot of sodium hyalurons that are basically like plumping, just like salt. It's almost like just this reaction to the skin. It's not necessarily going to get deep into the cells and actually do what a hyaluronic acid is supposed to do, which is to bring hydration to the top level. Hydration, as you can tell in our skin, is vital for this organ that's exposed to everything on the outside. So you need to keep that hydrated to also help just with your current collagen and to prevent breakdown. And then one of my favorites and one of the most essential, the essential element for the creation of collagen is vitamin C. So vitamin C is extremely valuable, both through these antioxidants that you're eating, but directly correlated to the skin. So get your vitamin C into your skin. There's also all this kind of thing back and forth that you can't actually deliver vitamin C to the skin. Yes, you can. You'll have to look at very crafty ways to help to deliver it, but it's one of the best ways to deliver it. So vitamin C is essential, which means we don't make it, our bodies. So you need to get your vitamin C. If you don't have that, you will not be able to create collagen. So it is an essential element and extremely valuable to the skin and the skin healing. I went through my top one, so I'm ready for you. Got through my first half. Does it matter what time of day you drink collagen and or adding supplements? For drinking collagen, I would say no. I would really, some people are much more, an empty stomach is just something you would want to know your body more. I can't take almost anything except maybe an enzyme on an empty stomach without feeling unwell. It just makes me feel really unwell. So that, I think that would be the only thing you would want to look for is how does your body respond to them? But I don't think time of the day will matter. I mean, it would be great to have in some kind of a protein source or with a protein source when you're doing the intermittent fasting as well, to allow you to go through that time period while feeding the gut through collagen. Oh, another one I forgot that's really, really good, strangely enough, is aloe vera. So aloe vera is an interesting element, extremely healing. I think most people know this. But if you take it, it's really great for comforting the gut. A lot of people who have gut dysbiosis, almost think of it as like this comfort level for the gut. Bring down inflammation. It's really amazing at bringing down inflammation. Of course, if you bring down inflammation, you can heal, but it again has been studied and has a direct correlation to fine lines and wrinkles. Interesting. And that was from ingesting it. I have used it a few times and totally think it's a great alternative or not even alternative, you can do it also. So I'm open for questions. I know I missed a few, I'm sorry. You could circle back through them. I can keep going. One of the products so it's really interesting, we have one of our top sellers is our Form Control Collagen Gel. The concept of that was ages ago, and it is an algae collagen. So algae collagen you can't bring up. We all know we can't take in collagen. The cells are too big. Our skin cells won't take them up. So this product is the algae collagen gel, but it has a lot of those boosters that I just mentioned on top of antioxidants with the green teas, a number of really great antioxidant, by the way, if people are looking for more sources than fruits and vegetables. Yes, so the marine collagen gel has the hyaluronic acid in it, botanical hyaluronic acid, which is much more stable, and actually it is designed to actually get deep into the skin for healing. Another one I missed, another ingredient that you could do for collagen production is retinol. So retinol, interestingly, has such a wrap in so many different ways, but it actually does help. It's vitamin A and derivative, and it does help increase the collagen levels as well. Will not help with firmness, that's the thing. And a lot of people who are looking for collagen are also looking for plumping. So retinol is basically fine lines and wrinkles and resurfacing. And it doesn't get in deep enough to help with plumping. But someone just asked, talking about plumping, what KB routine would you suggest for plumpness and collagen production? Really love the balm. I think I talk about it a lot just because I find it so great. We're just talking about bringing down inflammation, bringing down that inflammation, high levels of antioxidants. You have your vitamin C in it, and then you have all your healthy oils. Another way to break down collagen, unfortunately, is through bad oils. So unhealthy oils are a no-no, almost as high up there as high carb level, bad carbs, processed food, and with smoking, and it's all really bad for collagen. So Eating a healthy way is much better. Drinking alcohol, some elements to breaking down collagen as well. So back to the routine, to divert it for a second. The balm is really great at getting you the healthy oils. It reminded me of all that. Healthy oils, the vitamin C, and really bringing down inflammation. Then I would move on, depending on what your other issues are. If you're really just looking for plumping, I would move on to, I do think the pH Plus enzyme essence is really great at balancing, getting that bad bacteria lower, preparing the skin. This is a full out, if I were to do everything for a collagen plumping routine. Then I would move on to the Form Control Marine Collagen Gel. You're gonna get all the plumping. You're going to get an immediate effect because there is the algae collagen, which is there more cosmetically. And then I would add the Super Peptide Firming Cream, which is amazing for firming the skin and fine lines and wrinkles. The CoQ10, you're going to get those really great antioxidants that I was just talking about. So how do you suggest using Form Control best? I'm obsessed with it. Thank you. I suggest that I'm really funny with it because I have a whole nother routine that I like to do, which I change up all the time. I use it at the end of my routine. So it's an interesting product that it could be used as a serum, like I just mentioned in that protocol. But I like to do everything and then I plug it in where I know I need extra plumping. I know I need extra hydration. It's great. A lot of people mix it in with a skin tint. It goes on better, it's plumping, makes some element of the skin tint a little bit more alive without being dehydrated of the skin. So I love it that way. You can also use it at night as an overnight. So it's funny, we don't really have that many products that are there's probably 5 different uses for it. But no matter what, you're gonna get the benefits of it. The clinicals actually proved the increase in elasticity, which is what the primary purpose was. 100% increase across all participants in hydration. So it's pretty spectacular on top of having this really great cosmetic benefit. You're about to go to an event and you just want to kind of okay, I know I'm about to have my picture taken and I'm feeling this way about whatever. It's really great at solving that without messing up makeup or anything. It just because it hydrates so well and it kind of absorbs really well on top of that. So these are really great. Love them so much. I mean, collagen is really interesting. What is my favorite KB product? So what do I have by my side at all times since the beginning of time is this guy. So I just need the vitamin C face cream. I am such a huge believer in vitamin C, as you will see as I continue to go into other things. Vitamin C has such a crucial part, and it is especially when it comes to skincare and our bodies internally, in protection, in driving down fine lines and wrinkles, in plumping the skin, for collagen. Our particular ingredient deck also has colloidal silver. So it's really good if you're super active. It's really good at keeping bacteria and keeping that biome healthy so you don't have breakouts. It's really rare to find a product that kind of is hitting those notes. But if I wanted something more targeted, besides the vitamin C cream, I would move on to the peptide firming cream, which is really great for firming. And I would move on to the biocorrecting cream if I was really after a long summer of sun, which I will be doing soon, by the way. It's actually fall here, which is kind of crazy. I like fall weather clothes, but not so much fall, not so much winter, I should say. Is it collagen gel still working alongside other products that are not clean? So I'm not sure how to answer that. So if you mean not clean by having chemicals, high levels of alcohol, you're going to waste the value of it for sure. pH maybe you're thinking the pH, because I don't think not clean is the thing, because everyone has a different idea of what that means. Pretty much what it means to me is it's devoid of anything that you need, because if you have anything that is a chemical, high levels of alcohol, it's killing anything that you have in that ingredient deck anyway. So yes, it's not good for your skin or free radical damage, but it's also has no value whatsoever. So that's like a whole nother subject, but pH is a really great product that it doesn't really exist there, but for people who have, so it can fit into any other product regime, as long as it isn't one of those types of products I just mentioned that has all that going on. It's a really great product to use after your cleanser and to really get that pH level back to where it needs to be. Your skin's just gonna be so much more responsive to everything else you feed it and be more, if it's responsive, it's not dealing with inflammation, everything, all the other products you use will be that much more effective. So I see a lot of people, some that I know, some that I don't. I'm gonna just conclude this with kind of talking about the next few weeks. So the next few weeks, unless anyone has more questions that are coming up, I'm in Europe next week, which will be great. We have a really amazing masterclass going on. Then we come back and we have a guest, and I'm excited for that. We'll talk more about that. Does VitaBiome help with collagen? VitaBiome is really created to help with, one of the things it has is the hyaluronic acid. So you're going to get that botanical hyaluronic acid, which we talked about at the beginning, is very helpful for collagen. So yes, a second way that it would help with collagen is protecting that biome level. So you're not going to have inflammation, you're not going to have breakouts. Because remember, when your body is dealing with inflammation and breakouts, it's not taking in stuff. Just like when your gut is in dysbiosis, you're not taking in the necessary vitamins and minerals and nutrients and all of those things that your body needs to function to produce collagen. Although VitaBiome was made really for acneic skin and giving the skin a nice shield and protection with hydration as well, beyond the microbial increase of good ones, decrease of bad ones. It's really made to protect the skin from breakouts. But vicariously, yes, that would really help collagen because your body would be happy and healthy to renew. I mean, think about a plant. If part of it is dying, it's dealing with you cut different parts of the plant so the rest can take off, right? So it's that concept. Thank you. I'm really excited for VitaBiome. VitaBiome, I'm beyond. I get so excited when I read everything about it and what it's doing, because it really is helping people dramatically. Our first round of clinicals were great. They basically said, yes, it drives down acne and drives down redness. But our second round that just came out is really, really exciting as well. The second round is really looking at the microbiome level. I'll get into that later, but it's exactly, we have the clinicals that have all of the data across what the biome has done. The biome diversity, which is super important internally in your gut and externally on your skin, is dramatically increased, and the bad bacteria is decreased, especially the ones known to directly affect acne, and the good ones are dramatically increased. So very excited to share more on that, but thank you. I love that everyone loves it. I love having a product that's effective like that, and that really helps people, because as I've talked about before, I see people struggling, and it's like there has to be something out there that's more direct and thinking about it a little bit different. Oh my gosh, really good question. Are there any signs that would let me know I have a collagen deficiency? I think you start to know when you start to, first of all, aches and pains, and I mean, there's dramatic ones like certain autoimmune diseases and scurvy, that kind of thing. But that's obviously from a lack of vitamin C, which directly is essential for collagen. I don't think people understand that connection as much, but it's a really big one, an important one, the C in the collagen. Besides that, you just see it. You see it in your skin. You're losing volume. Your skin is sagging a little bit more. You feel it in your bones, aches and pains, all of that. You're not, as nimble as you used to be, all of that. So those are other more, my first examples were pretty dramatic, autoimmunity and major disease, because that exists. But for most of us, what that is just what we, for people who are heavy smokers, you see it around their face, the collagen dramatically decreased. So the good news is we can increase collagen. So it's not a one-way street. It's not a one-way ticket to no collagen bill, but you just have to really think about it and do it in a very thoughtful way, that your collagen will definitely come back. Misconceptions about collagen. I think one of the major ones that I've always been surprised at, the most surprising one, because I'm very skeptical. There's so much to be skeptical about. And I was skeptical about being able to drink collagen and for it to actually get to where it needs to go or to make a difference. And a lot of people were skeptical about that, but it works. So to me, I think that's a dramatic piece of research. I think there needs to be more research around the effectiveness of vitamin C on collagen, because it's the direct correlation every which way you see it. I think another misconception besides that supplements and drinks don't work, because they do. Well, first of all, just by the way, you need to get a quality collagen. Be really careful about what kind of collagen you get. But you can almost feel a decrease if you're not feeling well, your gut is upset from drinking collagen. You almost feel that immediately. And remember, our gut is lined in collagen. Another misconception is what I said before, that you're just going to keep losing collagen and you're done. As we age, we lose collagen, yes, but there's ways to increase collagen through our diets, through our skincare, and through our lifestyle, right? And protecting ourselves from sun damage is a big way, and I think a lot of us do that. But one easy way for collagen is hydration. So hydration internally and hydration on your skin, true hydration, not feeling like an oil on the top, sitting on the top. Real hydration that goes deep into the skin will help your body produce. We are constantly repairing and we're constantly producing. Vitamin C is essential for that collagen production. So thank you, everybody. I'm glad I stayed on a little bit longer because a lot of people joined later. Really happy about that. I'll be back on, not next week. Have a great masterclass for next week, but I'll be back on the following week. We will let you know what that guest and that topic is shortly. So thank you, everyone. Have an amazing Thursday.